As they go through, what you notice, so look for things that they present or you see through their demeanor. How do they feel about what they do? What you think, that could be what you think about what they're presenting, what you think in relationship to how this impacts you, and finally what you wonder. So I'm sure there will be a time for you to ask questions, and that's actually very respectful if we have presenters for you to have good questions to ask. It shows that you've paid attention and you've been thinking and have been actively engaged. So I know some of you have breakfast. Just try to keep those very quiet. You can open it really quick, Drake. Make a noise now. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to them. I know some of you have questions about the yellow sheets from yesterday. Just pull those questions off. Tomorrow, Miss Hepworth will be here as well. I won't be here tomorrow. You'll have reading for chapters 3 through 5. Save any questions that you have for me for Monday when I'm back and we have a regular week starting next week. So, all right, I'll turn it over to you.
No snow days.
No more snow days, no more sick days, no conferences, nothing for a while. Okay, thank you.
My turn. How's everybody doing this morning? Good? Good. You guys are making me hungry. That looks pretty good. Anyway, my name is, I guess I have to be Mr. Goldhouse here, don't I? And I am the welding instructor, as you know, from CTC. Before that, I was an apprenticeship instructor at MCC, worked with the sheet metal workers for about 10 years. I have about 26 years total in the welding trade. So I've been fortunate enough to come and talk with you guys to let you know a little bit about what welders do and maybe to try to not necessarily entice you, but to get you to think about what kind of jobs you're going to have. All of you are in 8th grade? This 8th grade group? Well, things change really fast, and that time goes by, believe it or not, super fast. It may not seem like it now, but when I look backwards, it seems like a blink of an eye. And the decisions that you make right now are going to count. May not seem like it, but they're going to count very, very heavily as time goes on. I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. I went into vocational school my junior and senior year, which was probably very good for me. I like to goof around a lot. I was on the wrestling team, played a little football. Maybe some of you are into the same things. I really liked motorcycles, dirt bikes, cars, to work on them. Had an interest in anything with an engine on it, but I had no interest in school. About 0. I can't say that I liked many of my classes other than welding. That was the good and the bad news for me. So I goofed off in all of them. And I figured, you know, a welder, you just got to work hard. You don't need that math. You don't need the English. You don't need the writing. Because you're just going to go and work. I really didn't know what tradespeople, welders, plumbers, fitters, iron workers, sheet metal workers, machinists did, even though I did have a taste of it and some of it from home. So I didn't concentrate very heavily on that stuff. And when I finished up my time in high school, I had started to take a class at community college. Why would I go on to school? Well, because nobody really had that big of an interest in hiring me. So I went to community college, and an opportunity came up in a sheet metal program, an apprenticeship. And any of you ever heard of apprenticeship, or what an apprenticeship is? No? Maybe? Nothing? All right. An apprenticeship is, in most of the organized trades, what I'm going to call organized trades, have them. You're going to get paid to go to school. College is very expensive. I have a couple kids that are in college, and including myself, I'm still in school. So the opportunity to learn while I earned made sense to me. And they did hire me. But what I found out is all my time that I goofed around in math was going to cost me. My time that I goofed around in English, my writing skills were poor, my math skills were poor, I was a very good welder. But it wasn't enough to keep me employed. Why? Because they're going to